you look at the agreement and you try to back into something, what are some of the key things that you look at? What was funded, right? So what is the scope of work? Who is the agency? What is the title? What are all these things and why are they important to me? Dates of performance. We talk about systems and tools and monitoring and all of these things. Everything in essence is driven based on the period of performance. The amount that's funded. So when we get into things like incremental funding or multiple budget years or phase one, phase two, go, no go decisions, the amount that's actually funded versus what was proposed is also a tricky thing because sometimes those amounts change. Carry forward authority. This becomes even a bigger challenge, not only necessarily for us, but also for faculty. Depending on how your organization is structured, there may be hard pauses built within your systems, which would prevent a faculty from actually carrying all that money forward. You may run into purchasing things. You may run into the need to create child parent cost centers. All of those things, in essence, can kind of be determined by doing a thorough review here. Pre-award spending, in some cases it's allowed. Carrie will touch base on that in a different section. Some cases it's explicitly written in there as being approved. Reporting is very interesting. Reporting can sometimes change and alter throughout the course of a project. Sometimes the program officer or the contracting officer may actually want to increase reporting, which is either a sign that maybe you're off track, or maybe they just need additional information that they didn't foresee. But generally speaking, all of the reporting actions will be listed within there, at which point you have to translate all of those things into tangible milestones within your own internal system or structure to remind your faculty of when things are due, as well as your sponsored programs office to ensure that you are also meeting those reporting requirements if they are financial in nature or if they require prior approval from someone other than the faculty submitting them directly. Also, billing. Billing is very important. Institutions of higher education on general tend to front millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars in the course of weeks or even months, sponsoring these things on behalf of our faculty members. And it's important to understand when we will recover that money, what that structure looks like, what any documentation that may be required, what in essence the agency needs in order to complete their review that these cost reimbursable transactions are acceptable and can be approved for reimbursement or subsequently drawn down without any additional question cost. Or in the case of fixed price, we may actually need to know when a faculty member has completed multitudes of tasks so that we can in turn issue out those fixed price or milestone billings. Method for requesting changes. I think this is probably one of the most important things. It's definitely important from a central business function and also how that is conveyed to not only the PI, but also your departmental or your campus research liaisons. What do we need to know at what point? What is the lead time? If you say that you needed to rebudget, but you want to purchase something tomorrow, then you've precluded the actual timeline that it takes to prepare a document, submit it, and then wait on a formal response. So the timing of those things and needing to know when we need that is also very important. Allowable costs, generally this is spelled out pretty, well within these documents. But it's also important that your campus understands those things. And as we'll get into this a bit later, we have baseline and then we also have different specifications based on each individual award. And then my most favorite is the closeout requirements. Everyone is focused on the proposal. They're focused on setting up the cost center. They don't always remember that when you actually get to the end or completion of these things, there is a whole host of things that you and your institution have to do in collaboration with the faculty member to actually transition and properly close down this award.